Tom Cruise is an American actor and producer. Regarded as a Hollywood icon, he has received various accolades, including an honorary Palme d'Or and 3 Golden Globe Awards, in addition to nominations for 4 Academy Awards. Born, July 3, 1962, age 61 years, Syracuse, New York, United States. Height, 1.7 meters. Sposa, Katja Holmes M2006-2012, Nicole Kidman M1990-2001, Mimi Rogers M1987-1990. Children, Suri Cruise, Connor Cruise, Isabella Jane Cruise. Upcoming movie, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 2. Parents, Thomas Maypother III, Mary Lee Pfeiffer. Tom Cruise net worth $600 million. Tom Cruise. Early life and education. Cruise was born on July 3, 1962, in Syracuse, New York, to electrical engineer Thomas Cruise Maypother III, 1934–1984, and special education teacher Mary Lee (née Pfeiffer), 1936–2017. His parents were both from Louisville, Kentucky, and had English, German, and Irish ancestry. Cruise has 3 sisters named Lee Ann, Marion, and Cass. One of his cousins, William Maypother, is also an actor who has appeared alongside Cruise in 5 films. Cruise grew up in near poverty and had a Catholic upbringing. He later described his father as a merchant of chaos, a bully, and a coward who beat his children. He elaborated, was the kind of person where, if something goes wrong, they kick you. It was a great lesson in my life, how he'd lull you in, make you feel safe and then, bang. For me it was like, there's something wrong with this guy. Don't trust him. Be careful around him. Cruise's biological father died of cancer in 1984. In total, Cruise attended 15 schools in 14 years. Cruise spent part of his childhood in Canada. When his father took a job as a defense consultant with the Canadian Armed Forces, his family moved in late 1971 to Beacon Hill, Ottawa. He attended the new Robert Hopkins Public School for his 4th and 5th grade education. He first became involved in drama in 4th grade under drama teacher George Steinberg. He and 6 other boys put on an improvised play to music called IT at the Carleton Elementary School Drama Festival. Drama organizer Val Wright was in the audience and later said that the movement and improvisation were excellent, a classic ensemble piece. In 6th grade, Cruise went to Henry Monroe Middle School in Ottawa. That year, his mother left his father, taking Cruise and his sisters back to the United States. In 1978, she married Jack South. Cruise briefly took a Catholic church scholarship and attended the St. Francis Seminary in Cincinnati, Ohio. He aspired to become a Franciscan priest before leaving after a year. Priests at the seminary have said Cruise chose to leave the school when his family relocated again. However, a former classmate said that they both asked to leave after getting caught taking liquor. 24–26 in his senior year of high school, he played football for the varsity team as a linebacker, but was cut from the squad after getting caught drinking beer before a game. 47 He went on to star in the school's production of Guys and Dolls. In 1980, he graduated from Glen Ridge High School in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. Personal life. Marriages and relationships. Cruise splits his time between homes in Beverly Hills, California, Clearwater, Florida, and the south of England, where Cruise has lived in various places such as central London, Dulwich, East Grinstead, and Biggin Hill. In the early to mid-1980s, Cruise had relationships with Melissa Gilbert, Rebecca De Mornay, Patty Scialfa, and Cher. Cruise married actress Mimi Rogers on May 9, 1987. They divorced on February 4, 1990. Rogers had grown up in Scientology and was one of its auditors. They met when Cruise became one of her clients. In a 1993 Playboy interview, Rogers discussed her split from Cruise and said that he had been considering becoming a monk, which affected their intimacy. Rogers later retracted the comments and claimed she had been misinterpreted. Rogers received a $4 million divorce settlement. Cruise met his second wife, actress Nicole Kidman, on the set of their film Days of Thunder, 1990. The couple married on December 24, 1990. They adopted 2 children, Isabella Jane, born 1992, and Connor Anthony, born 1995. On February 5, 2001, the couple's spokesperson announced their separation. Cruise filed for divorce 2 days later, and their marriage was dissolved later that year, with Cruise citing irreconcilable differences. In a 2007 interview with Marie Claire, Kidman noted the incorrect reporting of a miscarriage early in her marriage. It was wrongly reported as miscarriage by everyone who picked up the story. So it's huge news, and it didn't happen. I had a miscarriage at the end of my marriage, but I had an ectopic pregnancy at the beginning of my marriage. Acting career. 1980s, breakthrough and stardom. At age 18, with the blessing of his mother and stepfather, Cruise moved to New York City to pursue an acting career. After working as a busboy in New York, he went to Los Angeles to try out for television roles. He signed with CAA and began acting in films. He made his film debut in a bit part in the 1981 film Endless Love, followed by a major supporting role as a crazed military academy student in Taps later that year. Cruise was originally supposed to appear as a background actor, but his role was expanded after impressing director Harold Becker. In 1983, Cruise was part of the ensemble cast of Francis Ford Coppola's The Outsiders. That same year he appeared in All the Right Moves and Risky Business, which has been described as a Generation X classic and a career maker for Tom Cruise. He also played the male lead in the Ridley Scott film Legend, released in 1985. By 1980's SIX's Top Gun, his status as a superstar had been cemented. Cruise followed up Top Gun with Martin Scorsese's The Color of Money, 1986, which came out the same year, and which paired him with Paul Newman. Their chemistry won praise among critics, with the Washington Post writing, "One of the subtle achievements of both Cruise's and Newman's performances is that you feel that both of them are genuinely top-notch pool hustlers." In 1988, Cruise starred in Cocktail, a film that was a box office success but failed with critics. His performance earned him a nomination for the Razzie Award for Worst Actor. Later that year he starred with Dustin Hoffman in Barry Levinson's Rain Man, which won the Academy Award for Best Film and Cruise the Kansas City Film Critics Circle Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 1989, Cruise portrayed real-life paralyzed Vietnam War veteran Ron Kovic in Oliver Stone's War epic Born on the 4th of July. Film critic Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times wrote, "Nothing Cruise has done will prepare you for what he does in Born on the 4th of July. His performance is so good that the movie lives through it." Stone is able to make his statement with Cruise's face and voice and doesn't need to put everything into the dialogue. The performance earned him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Drama, the Chicago Film Critics Association Award for Best Actor, the People's Choice Award for Favorite Motion Picture Actor, a nomination for BAFTA Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role, and Cruise's first Best Actor Academy Award nomination.